So now we don't go to concerts, we just tell them we're coming and they pay us not to come. Hey everybody, welcome back to Florida Exotic. It's Friday. We're kind of trying to get caught up with stuff we haven't done, needed to get done. We never get everything done. But anyway, we're going to go through, we're going to move some fish in this little area right here, work on them. We've got Exochochromis anagenys. We've got some Xenotilapia Flavipinnis, Nyanza Lac, and then we're going to run through Tony's Frontosas because he thinks he's got too many males in some of them, so we're going to try to run through. By the way, it's my Tom Petty hat. No, shirt. Yeah, the hat's Jack Daniels. But one of my favorite songs is Learning to Fly. Listen to it, it's cool. Of course, he passed away. Actually, he passed away because Tamla and I went to see him. Every time we go to see somebody, somebody dies. We went and saw the Eagles, Glenn Fry died. We went and saw Tom Petty died. So now we don't go to concerts, we just tell them we're coming and they pay us not to come. So anyway, these are Exochochromis anagenys. Cool fish. Female. And Tony's going to add these in a while to our breeders. Male. They get to be 10, 12 inches, Tony, don't they? Huge. It's a great fish. We have, the only problem we have with this fish is it seems like something always gets them. A bird. So every time we get a hit on them, we've got about 300 babies. Tony's trying to get me to put them out in the back pool after we empty it out, which we're going to do in a couple of, and very shortly we're going to do it. Tony, just put the top on them, put them over there just for now. I don't want them to jump out. But you're going to help me with the fronts. Oh, you be back in time?
I'll be back.
Don't run. No running on the farm, not allowed. Now these are the, oh, by the way, we're breaking down a big back pool. It's got all kinds of things in it. We're hoping there's some exos out there. I think they're champs, but I'm not sure. Anyway, these guys right here, Glenn, you're gonna have to get me that other net. Hold that other net on the end, if you don't mind. These guys fly. I mean, when we get to that other end, they're gonna be all over the place. I'm not even gonna try at this size to sex them because they're a little too small. But what I'm gonna do is split them between these two tanks, kind of evenly. And then I'll come back later. I know they're spawning because there's little teeny babies in here. I'll come back later and split them up even better. This is an old female, wild. Really doesn't look like much, but she's just old. But she gets to hang here because we have to put her out to pasture. Sometimes putting out the pasture means not a good thing. But here they are. Oh gosh, she's spitting out babies. Got babies. Holy crap. Anyway, even that size they're breeding. These are little fish that hang on the bottom. And they dance around on they got really cool dorsal. I can pull it up. Kind of with dots all over it. But they dance around on their pectoral fins. And they're gorgeous. And if you have a sandy bottom, they'll build a burnt, whatever you call them. But these guys are holding. Here's another one holding right here. Whoa! Well, I guess I should have a bucket here. Brandon, how about that bucket over there? I mean, if they're going to spit when I'm touching them, I might as well. But these guys will do pretty good. Probably the last one I see that's holding. These guys will do pretty good on their own. They won't bother the little teeny babies, but the medium-sized babies will. It's probably a little male. Like I said, if I can get the dorsal to come up, they get some neat little spots on the dorsal. See them? Little orange dorsal. Cool fish. Very delicate as far as, you wouldn't want to put this thing in with Frontosas or anything. You'd probably put this in with some other kind of shell dwellers. Now I know I'm tossing them, don't freak out. These guys are airborne if you touch them. So it's not like they don't go. Here's another nice male. And you can imagine that thing sitting on the bottom with this, and they kind of poke around with their pectoral fin down. How cool that looks. So I'm just going to split them up half and half. And then what I'll do is Wait, I would call these, obviously they're young breeders. But what I'm hoping for is, honestly, I'm hoping I'll come out here and there'll be 150 babies on the bottom. And I won't have to pop them, because you imagine squeezing this to get it to do it. You can do it. I mean, I've got her open her mouth. But it's not the easiest thing. So, Xenotilapia Flavipinnis, and the area is Nyanza Lac now. If I made a mistake, you know me, I'm open for correction. Yeah. Okay, now, Tony said he'd be back, and here he is. Now we're going to go through his Frontosas. He's got 6 stripes over here, 7 stripes, and Pimboy blues. And I don't know, they might even be ready to check, I'm not sure. But the first thing we're going to do is go through this tank over here, because he says this tank is useless. He thinks it's 90%. These are wild. And Tony, are these both tanks right and left are the same fish? Correcto? No. That's what?
6 stripes, 6 stripes, 6 stripes.
So I said both tanks right and left are the same.
Yes.
That's not right. The right left is right left. That's back behind me. That's back. Oh, you're standing sideways, so that's your right and left? Okay. This is.
It's one of those Fridays.
Well, we had a huge order we shipped out, had to get up at 5 in the morning. Poor old Tony had to drive it all the way up. Now, you're 100% right. Male. Look at that guy. Big old 6 striper. You couldn't even afford to bring that thing in anymore. That would be, these would be 4 to a box. That would be ridiculous. But they get that big here. They don't have to fight for food. They can just hang out here, eat, be lazy. Now, oh, there's Tam over there. Hey, Tam, got your sleeves rolled up showing us your muscles? What? I didn't say anything. Tony, what do you think?
Nothing.
You're thinking there's nothing in there? Let me have a bucket. I'm not gonna, you're probably right, but I just want to see. I have to see it for curiosity's sake. Okay, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna put one female there, and I'm gonna put one female now. Are we checking these things right now or no?
No.
But we're gonna go through these, so when we do, we'll check them. Okay, but you want to check these for males too, also, right? The 7 stripers. Now these are in Pim.
This tank has 1 male.
Do we need 2 males in there?
No, can you beat the other male up? I put him inside.
Oh, that's the one that's in there. Oh, there's a one in here with a bad eye. Okay, these are in Pimboy blues. I tried to do MOBAs, some of the other Tanzanian blues, the Pampas, and they just don't breed. I mean, there's got to be a trick to them. They come from tremendous depths. Not these guys, but the other ones, and I think that's something to do with it. I'm not sure. But I know some people have done it, but I mean, I had a tank of them for how many years, 23 years? And if I got 50 babies that whole time, I'm amazed. Now, so you're thinking, is there water in that bucket? Okay, I'm thinking right now, male. Now see, this is a nice blue fish, but it's not necessarily MOBA or Capampa blue, but it breeds. Okay, 1. Nice, this is real nice male. See these little black spots, they get this, it's like a damaged scale. It doesn't hurt them. They come in like this a lot wild. So we probably got these in wild. I probably kept this because it had this black spot on it. It doesn't bother them. And as the scales grow out, they'll disappear. But for now, it's going to be a breeder. Nice little female. Carrying a mouthful of algae, which is probably just picked up here in the net. But I like to get it out of there. Now remember, we talked about these fish. You never try to keep these fish from eating at the surface. They're voracious eaters. And they'll come up and gulp air, then they won't be able to submerge. So it's best to make little hard balls. We feed these Glenn feeds, here's another male. Glenn feeds these the 1.5 extreme, and he wets it here, makes balls of it up. And does that need more water, Tony? Tony, I need a bucket for babies. Oh, no, these are just eggs. You don't take eggs.
Nope.
Eggs. That's a big mouthful of eggs, Tony. Really big. When was the last time you checked these?
Last Sunday.
So you're working on Sunday again, burning up my hours?
The only time I'm allowed to pop my fish.
Only time I'm allowed.
That I have time to pop my fish.
There you go.
She's holding.
I don't think so, but it is a female. But that was a nice mouthful, Tony. If she holds them. So this got to be another male. Yep. So how many males is that so far in there?
4.
So what would you like to have in here?
How many females do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Let's see, 5. What do you think? Female, huh?
It's hard to tell.
I think it's a female. Maybe 8. I think it's a male. We'll look at it one more time. 5.
Do you want to see the mic?
No. 6.
That's actually 7 now.
7. 8. 9. And with too many males, 10. I think 2 males, Tony. 11. Okay, dump that through. With too many males, the males pretty much end up just fighting with each other. So this is a nice male to me. That's really nice. Good one. So what do you think, Tony? Good? Okay, that'll go back. And how about this one? Yes? Now, let me check these again. Now, Tony, I don't know if I want to put them over there. I don't know if I'd rather put these inside and if we're going to sell them, you know, I should have used that from a male because of all that black stuff on him.
Just put him back in. Tony can grab it later.
Okay. This is the only questionable one I have. The only questionable one.
Survey says female.
I think it's a female.
Female.
Okay, good. So we got that. So you're gonna remember to take that one male out, one of those males?
I'll take the bigger one out.
Okay, now. So now we're gonna go next door, correct?
Yeah.
So where you're gonna put?
So what do we do with this guy?
We're gonna have to find it. We're gonna have to take him in the warehouse. I don't want to put him with those guys and have them beat him up.
No.
Okay, let's move next door. All right.
This one I know there's only one male.
Where? Do you want to leave one male there?
Well, there's only one male because the male beat up the other male
So these were checked when?
last week.
So do you want to look at these over here or no?
Yeah, just to make sure that there's not too many males.
Okay, so these are your 7 stripers?
Yeah.
These are 7 stripers. So that tank is fine. In fact, the male that you took inside that was beat up is doing great in there.
Well, now there's 2 of them. A 6 stripe and a 7 stripe.
Where?
In the 10 gallons.
Really?
The first one that got beat up was a 7 stripe like a month ago.
Okay. I think somebody's holding here, but I don't know if they're ready. Probably not if you looked at them Sundays, but I'll look. See, these are 7 stripes. I'm not going to count on this one because she's definitely holding. Yep, just eggs. See them?
Mm-hmm.
But 7 stripe. And these get a little blue cast to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good male. 1 male. Okay, Tony, you got another bucket?
Yeah.
I know there's one female in there, one male. Female, you think? Yep. She's holding, so I'm going to call her a female. Good, that's 2, Tony. Do you take these just, how small will you take these, Tony?
They have little heads and tails. I can put them in an incubator.
No.
No. Eggs, that's 2 females. 3 females. These guys even, gotta be a male. These guys even have a little blue cast to them and a yellow. They're kind of got a little bit yellowish, even at small, female. And the ratio on these we like, I think, is about 1 to 4, 1 to 5. If you get too much, what do you think? I think male. Small male or no?
Female.
That's a good ratio on them. You get too many males, again, you're going to have a problem. Female. There's 1 male in there now, and that's a female. So what do you got there?
1 male.
Okay, throw it back. 8 or 9. All right, so that's Impimbi fronts, Xenotalapias, 6-stripe, Exos, and we're out of here. See y'all next week.